fans, Megan Thompson here alongside Alex Dorio, who is joining us from Quebec right now. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm good. How has quarantine been going for you?
It's been pretty relaxed. We're stuck at home for now 2 months, but the city starts to reopen gradually. So now I can go do my training with my trainer at his home at least, so we can do a little bit of stuff. But it's been relaxed.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it's been here
Yeah.
as well. Before we dive into what you've really been doing during quarantine, let's just talk about last season, your first season going pro. So how was this last year for you? Have you had time to kind of digest it and look back a bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. The first season was a lot of learning for me, learning how to be a pro on and off the ice. Had a lot of good veterans in the team to help. They helped me with that, and I really liked it. Like the city, like the organization. So I'm very happy about my first year.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about veteran leadership. So it's kind of funny because you're so young. And then on the flip side, Jordan Ruby was here earlier and he's a dad, he's got 2 kids, he's
Yeah.
married. So how was that? Did he give you any like dad advice or how was that dynamic for you guys?
I think with Rubes it was more mentally how to be ready every game. Same thing for practices. But me and him really worked together, especially at the end of the year. We were always together, try to find new stuff to work on the ice, and same thing off the ice. So I really liked I really liked it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we had other goalies here. So D'Agostini was here for a little bit, and then Larmy as well. For you guys as goalies, it's definitely really hard because only one can play at a time. So how do you guys manage that mentally? And kind of, you obviously want to see your team do well, and you want to see that him do well as well. So how kind of is that balancing act for you?
I think when this happens, just you can control what you can do. That's it. So when Larms was here, was playing very well. So I was just there to like help him, uh, be good mentally with him. So like when he was playing, he was feeling fine. Especially the first time he came in town. Like I showed him a little bit about wheeling, so he was feeling way more comfortable when he came. And when I was playing a little bit more, was just playing game by game. That's the only thing we can do, because we never know what can happen during a season.
Yeah, for sure. Was that something you talked about, some of the things that you learned? What are some of those things, and was it trying to kind of figure out that sort of thing? Because you came from major junior, correct? So is that
Yeah,
something that was different for you?
yeah. The big thing was living by myself. When I was in junior, I had to build a family for 4 years. So I was in a new town, like a new town and everything, but I wasn't by myself. So being in Wheeling my first year, I had two great roommates. But it was really like being with myself, cooking every night was new for me. For the rest, hockey wise, it was more like the three and threes, and be ready as soon as the puck drop in every single game that I was playing. But the big thing for me that I learned was really like being with myself and living by myself.
Yeah, that's definitely an adjustment, and it's weird
Yeah.
because some guys go to college and that's when you get the first experience, but when you're in major junior, you do have those families that help you through
Yeah.
that. So what became maybe your go-to meal to cook, or was that maybe a hard thing to figure out how to cook for maybe one, or did you guys cook for the apartment?
Sometimes we cooked for the old apartment, but I would say my go-to was my pregame meal was salmon, rice, and vegetables. So it was easy and it was quick to cook. So I was fine for the rest of the afternoon taking my nap.
Yeah, everyone has their pre-games. I know that it's like
Yeah,
routine. You don't want to mess it up. I
yeah.
know that I know what the difference between NCAA and major junior is, but maybe for our fans, what are some of the benefits of going from major junior straight into pros versus maybe NCAA, or what are maybe some of those big differences from a hockey perspective that you can give?
Yeah, I don't really know about the NCAA's, but when you're in junior, I think you have the fact of playing a lot of games. Even when major junior, you're 16 to 20, but we were playing, I think, 66 or 68 games in in a season, and we had school in that too. So I think what really helped us was uh, coming to pro. We had we had more games than junior, but it wasn't as bad, and we knew about the traveling, like traveling at night, playing the day after in another town. So I think that's the biggest thing about junior, that we're a little bit used to it, is the traveling and the number of games that we have compared to pro.
Yeah, because in college you maybe play one game and it's at home, right? And then you're done. And then for here, you could be in three different cities on three different nights and three different games, and then go to bed on a Sunday, wake up, you have a school day game on a Tuesday. Like it
Yeah,
can be
yeah,
great
exactly.
schedule.
Yeah, we can play like during the week, and so the day after we have school, and then practice, and then play the day after.
Yeah, that's really good. I don't think I've ever like really thought of that. So that's really good to know. One of the things that you have been able to do is go to AHL and NHL camps, right? With the
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Penguins. So you've gone to camps how many years? 2 years in a row?
Uh, I've been there 3 times. So this year it's gonna be my fourth.
Okay. What are those camps like? What is that experience like for you? I'm sure like maybe a little starstruck. I know I went to camp just one day and was like, oh my gosh, their facilities and stuff. So what is that camp really like? And to be able to see all of the different levels and all of the different guys really come together and doing all of this different stuff.
Yeah, I think it was when I was 18. I had my first camp. So dev camp, development camp, we were only the rookies. So I was really like seeing like the coaches, the facilities, and everything. So it was very special for me being 18-year-old doing his first NHL camp. But uh, the best was when I was 18 and I went to main camp. So we were all with the big guys.
Yeah.
And my group, I was with Murray. So for me, it was huge because I was watching him on TV for the last 2 years when he won the cup. And then I'm on the same ice as him, competing against NHL players. So for me, that was huge. And the year after, I was used to it. So after that, was like, all right, now I need to do my job and show that I can be a part of that team at one point in my career. Same thing in the AHL. I was in the Black Aces when at the end of the year of my 18 years. So I saw a little bit what pro was in Wilkes, and what it takes to play there. So since I'm 18, I know what to do, what I need to improve to play there in the next years.
Definitely gives you a feel of what you can expect as you sign those contracts and what's to come. One of the things that's great about Wheeling is that Pittsburgh's only an hour away, so their goalie
Yeah,
would come down and work with you guys quite a bit. As did you like that? I mean, how was that? And do you feel like it's something that makes this organization special because we have that proximity and our coaching staff is involved in developing you guys as players?
yeah, I think especially Pittsburgh took care of us. Like it's incredible. I don't know about the other organization, but I know that Pittsburgh really take care of us. Like we have Gatos that's with us every morning. Is driving down to Pitt, coming wheeling, and I would say every 2 or 3 games we had a guy from Pittsburgh look at our game. So like they're always looking at us. So that was big. And with Andy, um, even if he wasn't there, he was doing video with me. He was watching my games. So it was like it was with me every day. He was really taking care of, all right, today you can work on this. So next game, you'll be more confident about something else. And when he was with me and Rubes, it was even better. But that's a big thing that me and Rubes had, is we didn't have a goalie coach, but we looked at our game and we saw what we did well, what we had to improve, and we were doing our goalie drills before practices to work on those things.
Yes, it's so much more than what our fans get to see on a game night. And it's not just the practices and the morning skates and the workouts. You guys do a lot of video, really dissecting what you're doing well, what you can do better. And then to also have Pittsburgh so heavily involved. Some fans know that, but some don't, because when they're there, it's sort of a secret and no one really knows where they're at and where they're sort of sitting and hiding. So it's definitely a cool thing for sure. As you
Yeah.
move into the off season, I know you said you're working out a little bit right now. How are you able to stay? I know it's weird times because we're in a pandemic, but what do you do in the off season to make sure that you are hockey ready come the fall?
I would say yes, really like train off the ice, on the ice, when the summer is going through. But right now, it's harder. But I have my trainer, and he's with me 4 days out of 5 during the week. So at least I can have like a good off season training off the ice. So now we'll just have to wait for the ice. We don't know. For the rest, hobbies, playing golf. Now in Quebec, the golf course open on the 20th. So at least I'll have something else to do next week. But it's really like going hard in the gym and on the ice to be ready for the next season.
Yeah, for sure. I know that you can only do so much and nothing really gets you ready for games unless you're playing those games. And then I mean, that is a huge part of the sport. So to not have it is really difficult. Is Pittsburgh staying in contact with you guys through not just this off season, but in general in off season? Do they touch base with you every now and then?
I don't know about players, but me, I'm in touch with Andy every week. So
Mhm.
at least we can talk every Sunday. I don't know about the players, but for me, being with Andy, always being in touch, it's huge. So especially during the summer. So hopefully, uh, everything's gonna reopen soon, and I'll probably gonna go on the ice with them at some point during the summer too.
Yeah, that's really awesome. It's so cool that you were able to keep that relationship going, and they're continuing to develop you, season or not. So I think that's an amazing thing that Pittsburgh does for you guys.
Yeah,
Switching gears off of hockey, you mentioned golf. So I don't know if you ever golf with Craig Skudalski, did you?
I did twice at the end of the season.
He says he's the best golfer on the team. Is that true?
He's good. He's good. Good. I don't know if he's the best, but he's pretty good.
Everybody, I think almost all hockey players golf, which is, I don't know if the motion is the same or like what the obsession with golf is. But so you have to like, so it's not like you're going to be first in line come the 20th to go golf in there in Quebec.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully it's gonna be a nice day so we can go
Yeah,
out.
knowing everyone's luck, it's going to be like pouring rain or something like
I hope. Yeah,
so
oh God.
crazy. I won't
Yeah.
wish that upon you. Do you do any trick shots or anything like that, or are you just strictly, golf game?
No, no. I really started playing last summer, so like I'm not bad, but I'm not like Scuds doing trick shots in his house.
Yeah, no, I just started golfing too, and I usually take out like big chunks of the grass, so I've gotten good
Oh
at
yeah,
smacking it back into place.
that's where you start.
You got it. So what else have you been doing during quarantine? I know you said it's a lot of relaxed time. Have you and your family started playing like games? Are you puzzling? Are you baking? Are you cooking? Like what sort of hobbies have you picked up during this time?
So when I started doing the quarantine, I had to be in an Airbnb with my girlfriend because we couldn't go with her parents to
Right.
do her 2 weeks, full 2 weeks. So we were in the Airbnb, and over there was like a one room place, so we were not doing a lot. After that, started seeing my parents a little bit more often. And now, yeah, it's pretty much cooking, reading books, gaming a little bit, and in the morning I have my training session. So I really started doing like a routine. So like it's quicker. Like the days, like I know what to do every day, and it's easier mentally too.
Yeah, those routines definitely help. I mean, even if it's just, getting dressed, making your bed, that mentally, I think that helps.
Just create a little routine every day really helps.
When you said you're in an Airbnb, is that like something, is that just what is that actually?
It's like a same thing as a hotel, so it's
Okay.
people that own places and then they just rent it like an hotel.
Oh,
So
it's
it's
like
like
Airbnb.
the Airbnb. Yeah.
Okay, you said R, and I was like, what is that?
No, it's Airbnb.
Okay, yeah, I know that when you've crossed into Canada, like the Rubies were here for a little bit. When they crossed into, they had to go into a 14-day
Yeah.
quarantine as well. Is there anything that you're binge watching? Have you like picked up on a go-to show on Netflix or maybe Amazon Prime Video,
Uh,
movies?
yeah, I really been watching The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. It's incredible. The other show I watched was Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime with what's his name again? In The Office. It's I have a blank. I don't remember his name. But I have this. I watched Outer Banks too.
Loved
It's
it.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. But it's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Last Dance is seriously incredible. Like, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that?
I really like to see like all the inside of his life, like the thing that people don't see, and how he started too. Especially because I'm 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 born in '99, so like I didn't see him. So it was really fun to like really understand what his career was on the court and off the court too.
Yeah, I think it gives you, and as an athlete, that's just like really great perspective on how to push your teammates and how to have that mentality of a champion and constantly grinding after what you want.
Yeah, exactly. When you have a goal, and he had a goal his whole life, and he achieved for it too. So you see, like all the mental is huge in every sport.
Yeah, it's a really good show for sure. I'm loving it. I hate that they're
Yeah,
doing a slow release because I just wanted
I
to
know.
binge it like all
Yeah,
day.
I know. Wait every week to have two more episodes long.
Yeah, it is for sure. So I've asked a few of your other teammates this question. If you had to be quarantined with one guy from your team this last year, who would you choose and why?
Uh, can I say two?
Sure.
I would say my two roommates, Miles Powell and Scuds. I think we had a great chemistry right at the beginning when the season started, and even since we're still in touch. So for sure, if I had to do a quarantine with them, uh, I have even Duke being a French guy with me. We were roommates on the road too, and we really connect to when he came from Fort Wayne. So I would say those three guys.
All right. And I have to know. Craig Skudalski claims his mom's chocolate chip cookies are the best ever. So did you get to try those cookies while you lived with him, or did he hoard them?
I tried them; they were really good, but he was hiding them too. So me and Miles couldn't eat them all.
And
But
you still want to
after trip,
quarantine with him? What?
I know. And but after trips, uh, he was offering us cookies. So when we were back at 3 or 4 in the morning, having those cookies were always fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, you're gonna have to like, come on, Scuds, don't jip out your roommates. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
That's funny. Speaking of cookies, what has been your go-to snack? So, is there something that maybe you've been eating more now that you haven't prior?
I'm not a big snack guy, but I would say I'm more like a salty guy. So, but I'm not a huge snack guy. But if I would have to choose something, I would say like yeah, like those barbecue chips.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, especially on Friday when you have the weekend cheat meal. It's always fun.
So, are you staying to like a nutritional plan? You said cheat meal. So, is that something that you're really trying to make sure that you're continuing to eat healthy during this time?
Yeah, even at that time, yeah, I really try to take care of the all the food that I'm eating to be ready for, like, even just with the training, you feel way better than if you're not eating that well. So I really been trying to like eat well for a while now.
Yeah. And I read this thing that was, you can leave quarantine either a hunk or a chunk. So every day, like, tell myself that before I eat an entire bag of cookies.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the one thing that when eventually life is a little bit back to normal and quarantine's lifted, what's the one thing that you want to go do? Is there a place that you want to go to go out to eat, or is there somebody you want to see specifically when you're actually able to?
I would say see my friends from home. It's been like I've been home for 2 months, but didn't see them yet. So for sure, first thing I'm gonna do it's go see them, like having a night with them. Other things I would say restaurant. There's a lot of restaurant from home that I really like, but now that are closed. So for eating, I'm probably gonna go at some place. But yeah, for sure, seeing my friends from back home will be the first thing to do.
It's so hard because in season, you have this time where you're not with your family and you're not with your friends, and you look forward to the summertime when you actually get to reunite with everybody. And now you're home, but you can't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm 10 minutes away from one of them and can see him too. So no, for sure, it's been hard for that.
So hard. I don't know where Duquette is at this time, but is he somebody that's close to you? Like, do you guys maybe hang out, or will you hang out this summer?
We yeah we're gonna hang out for sure. Like he's around an hour and a half from my town, so it's really not bad. Like we can like I can drive or he can drive during the day. So we're not that far. So for sure we're gonna hang out at one point this summer.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, I'm going to let you continue with your day and go back to quarantining, but it was just so great to catch up with you. And so I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you stay safe and healthy.
You too.